This weekend was amazing, and for me personally, I think things that stand out. One was the first night having that session where we got to hear the stories of how everyone met. I thought that was powerful because a lot of times when you know people, you know them in the moment, and you don't get to see the history of how they got to where they are. So hearing people's stories on how they met and how God was a big component of that, that was inspiring to me, humbling as well, in just seeing how much God is at work. So that was powerful. And personally, for me, it was in conversations with Heather as we were discussing some of the tools. One tool that's been very helpful to me and I've been thinking of is know yourself to lead yourself. That's something that stayed with me, and as I think and meditate not just about this but also going forward, keep reminding myself, know yourself to lead yourself.
So like Job said, it was really refreshing, very humble to know people's stories, and also to know that God is always the center of how they got together. So that was really refreshing. Yes. Yeah.
As we were doing the gift exchange, there was one thing that, Natalie and I didn't pick it, but it spoke a ton to me. Dreams don't work unless you do. So that was something that was powerful to me in the sense that Natalie and I have clear God-given visions and very clear words from the Lord on what we should do, but and sometimes it's just the simplest things that just remind you of it's in addition to the vision you have to constantly remind yourself that you need to put in the work. And I think it was Pastor Adam who said it, a few years back. There are two types of people in the world: dreamers who don't work and workers who don't dream. And so it brought a lot of things to mind. So that was that. And I think for Natalie and I, we have very clear vision and God-given words. And so it's just going through that season of, doing our part in pursuing the purpose of God. We know the dream, we know the vision, we know the purpose, and doing our part in pursuing it.
There was one thing, to see if I can add. There was a box yesterday of tea. I wanted to pick it first, but I'm like, no, I'm gonna pick something else. But when I thought about it yesterday when we left, as if I had picked it, what I was gonna say about our relationship, not so much about Joe, but our relationship is like a bag of tea. When you put it in the water, the longer it stays, it gets stronger. And I think that's the same way with our relationship. We're getting stronger. We've been married for 14 years, but I feel like the longer we are together, the stronger our relationship gets. It's exactly like that bag of tea. The longer you put it in the water, the stronger it gets darker. So that's our relationship.